All right, Brain Coral ladies, I'm here at the Greenwich office to show you the new update to the Synapse program this April 18th, 2024. And when you go into the program now, it's a new icon. Looks like that. Fancy schmancy. Janelle in the South Carolina office was the first one to use this morning. And there are some pretty cool updates here. So just go on there and click as usual. You'll notice that there is definitely a different look to it. We do not have the sync part of this program, which means we're not online and we don't get the bells and whistles because we really don't need them. And I don't feel like paying $60 a month for them. So that being the case, you don't even need to sign in. You just go into Synapse Desktop each time. And it'll bring you to where we were before, but the icons all look different. So there's brain mapping and brain training. So for regular training, just go here, as usual. Now it looks a little different, right? Screen is definitely looking different. Now you have to, again, channel count 1, 2, or 4. You know, we'll only use 1 or 2. Let's do a mock one here. We'll do a 2 channel. One of the big differences with this program is that they're asking you to say whether this is an eyes open or eyes closed protocol. As you know from previous trainings, the eyes closed protocol is the alpha theta training, right? So you'd only choose it during alpha theta if it was the closed portion of this. So it's usually going to be open because that's what we do here, primarily open-eyed therapy. And you have 30 minutes as usual. Now, here is your protocol selection. A very popular one that we always choose is number 3, F3-4, so we'll do that. And now we have to choose the site location for F3 and F4, and that's up here. Okay. So the only difference between this, oh yeah, it's going to have you choose F3, and it'll choose F4 for you, just like the last one, and it will give you as well what is going down and what is going up, just like the previous version. Down here is 2 to 12, which is delta theta, all right? And up in number 3 is 15 to 20, which is regular beta and a little bit of high beta up on channel 1, which is the left. And also bringing SMR, which is 13 to 15 up, and delta theta down on the right. Okay, and you then go over to, the program won't start, by the way, unless you choose the open-eyed, so you definitely have to do that. And then just go over to start session. After, of course, you change your volume, as always, one of the most important things. It's set at 92, so that's good. We go up to start new session up here. There we go. And it loads a little differently, but the good thing about this particular screen that you're going to be seeing is that the screens will now show the protocol that you have. So F3-4, I think it shows number 3. Maybe it'll do that once we, oh yeah, it's over here. All right, so up by the start button, it now shows you where the protocol is. It says no sync users. That basically means that we're not using their online program. We don't need it. So it's 3F3-F4. Now you know what the protocol is, just in case you forget or ever doubted that you put the right protocol on. Now, as far as everything else is concerned, it's the same. You have to go to the video faders in the same way. You know, set it for about 90, as we do. That's a little high. Anywhere from 85 to 90 is good. 91 is fine. And then also the audio fading is the same, just looks a little different. Okay, so we could set this for 24 and maybe 93, that's fine. Okay, and this session settings, I don't quite know what that's about just yet. I'm going to look into that and let you know later. Okay. So one of the things I don't see on here, but maybe it is on, I just haven't found it yet, is an explanation of what the different lines mean. I'm wondering if they took that out because maybe nobody was looking at it anyway. when you see, basically, it now defaults just to the trend screen. Trend history is interesting, but it's only available during sync. And then 2-dimensional heads and 3-dimensional heads. So we're just using trends now. And if I find the lines and what they're represented by, the explanation, I'll let you know. But it looks like they've taken that out. So you start it as usual. Here we go. And that starts the oscilloscope. And of course, it's after 20 seconds as usual that you can then go to the screen fading and the audio fading. You have to start it just like you did in the last program. All right, so we're up to about 20 seconds there, and now we go over and we start the faders, the video and the audio. Okay, now I still like to go down here and check the volume box to see that it is fluctuating, and I usually just kind of keep it on like that. Nothing's happening now because nobody's hooked up, but what I do is I sit here and I basically just keep that. It also lets you know that the program is working properly when you see the volume fluctuating. Now what you're going to notice, and what Janelle noticed this morning, was that the numbers on the bottom just look differently, but they're going to go into the red if the value is not optimal. And I've taught you all already that the EMGs go red. That was going red on the previous version as well, if the muscle tension is too high. Okay, so on the left you have channel 1s, and on the right you have channel 2s, of course, great. Now the activations on both sides, channel 1 and channel 2, if they're over 3, they're going to go red. When they go under 3, they're going to go to the blue or the light blue here. Same thing with the asymmetries, all right? With the beta asymmetry on the left-hand side, that means if the value is under 1, as you know, or we have too much alpha in the left hemisphere, and similarly, on the right-hand side, the alpha asymmetry represents too much beta in the right side if it is under 1. When it gets to 1, that means alpha and beta are balanced for both sections. So you'll probably see that going red and green as well, or blue, whatever, depending on how the computer feels that that is balanced. Training efficiency will always be in the middle, and here we go. And when it stops as usual. So we'll just do that here. And those are the big differences. Now take the picture of the screen, as always, and just do everything that you have been doing normal. Okay, let's see what this is. View filters. Oh, okay. So remember I was talking about they may have taken it out. They did not. Okay, it's right here. So if you want to see the different lines for the different what the different lines are representing on the patient's screen here, all you have to do is highlight over either delta on channel 1, theta, alpha, beta, etc. Same thing, channel 2, and it'll show you on the screen where that is for the particular patient. And now you can hide the filters over here. Okay. I don't know what this auto is for. Oh, I think it's for the scale. So remember, sometimes, when the patient value is off the charts, you may have to bring this down a bit, right? And so this is how you do it. It was a different way before, but it's kind of same but different. And if you want to raise the values this way, they'll go up and down depending on how you do it over here. We could set it to auto to see what it does. I mean, basically it just brings it down to, from 1 to 20, but, actually probably just leave it at 20 and see where it goes. And if you need to, bring it up or down depending on what the particular patient is experiencing. Okay, now, looks like I've walked myself through it and you through it, and that should be it. Any questions, just shoot me a text or give me a call. Goodbye, ladies.